Welcome, age of vintage society. Pina Pellicer was a fantastic actress who graced the screens alongside other famous stars. She worked with bad boy Marlon Brando, which led to some interesting conclusions. Some say Marlon and the actress had an affair, but did that really happen? Let's find out. How was Pina Pellicer destroyed by Marlon Brando's love? I want you to know, my viewers, how much I appreciate you. Without your support, these videos wouldn't be possible. Thank you for those who hit the thanks button and for the Patreons. How do you describe a goddess? Say you met the Greek goddess Athena right now. How would you describe her? The truth is, you wouldn't be able to. You would be mesmerized by her godly beauty, that trying to find words for what you see would be the last thing on your mind. This is exactly how it felt for the audience gazing upon the delectable Pina Pellicer. When people saw her, they couldn't tear their eyes away. It was as though they were looking at a mythical creature. Pina had an elegantly carved face with eyes that looked like pools of stars in a dark sky, and lips that seemed to carry the elixir of life. She was beyond perfect, and not only her fans were mesmerized by her, some say an actor was interested in her too. That actor was Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando was a legendary womanizer. Marlon was the epitome of male masculinity with his strong jaw and muscular frame. He was the man all the women wanted, even if they knew it would end disastrously for them. Just ask Rita Moreno. "I couldn't stay away," Rita Moreno said after being repeatedly at the end of many of Marlon's infidelities. Right from the moment Rita met Brando, she was electrified by his sexiness, and it was only a matter of time before the two stars began a relationship. Just meeting him that first day sent my body temperature skyrocketing, as though I had been dropped into a very hot bath, and I went into a full-body blush. When Rita and Brando began their relationship, the starman married multiple times and had children. However, when Rita got pregnant, he didn't want her to keep it. It was almost as if he wanted Rita for her body and her body alone. For Brando, a baby would have ruined that. Brando devised how Rita got rid of the baby, but did Rita leave him afterward? No. Rather, she was addicted to winning the starman over. It became a vicious cycle for Rita, which almost led her to tragedy. She was in perpetual pain of feeling constantly rejected and took an overdose of sleeping pills, but she survived. It was Brando's method of operation. He sucked the life out of the women he dated, and there was no resisting him. Movita Castaneda tried to resist him. She had had relationships with Clark Gable and Errol Flynn, so dating another Hollywood bad boy wasn't on her to-do list. She turned down Marlon's marriage proposals and even hurled his ring at him, but Brando wasn't discouraged. He loved the thrill of the chase. He persisted, and Movita relented. They had a secret marriage and a child. However, Brando left her, as he did the others. Then there was Tarita Taripia, a Polynesian beauty, who acted alongside Brando in the film Mutiny on the Bounty. It took him 6 months to woo Tarita, as she was wary of him, and felt he was a bad person. He was able not to propose sex to the sexy actress, but that didn't stop him from enjoying the other women he had on his roster. Eventually, Tarita fell for him, and the two married and had 3 children. Still, when Marlon got tired, he left her. Marlon always left. Brando had an affair with Marilyn Monroe, married Anna Kashfi, and had affairs with Pierre Angeli, Shelley Winters, Nancy Kwan, and Katie Girardo. So Pina Pellicer, it's normal to think Brando had something with her. They did, but not in real life. The relationship they had was an on-screen relationship as Louisa and Rio in the film One-Eyed Jack, a Western action drama. The film was about Marlon's character Rio, who planned a heist with his gang members Doc and Dad. However, the heist didn't go as planned, and to add to the problem, Dad betrayed Rio, which led to Rio going to jail. Rio escaped from jail and vowed to take revenge on Dad while robbing the bank in Dad's new community, but the unexpected happened. He met and fell in love with Dad's stepdaughter Louisa. Dad wasn't pleased and wanted to destroy the relationship between Pina and Brando's character. Rio became conflicted. Rather than pursuing revenge and robbing another bank as he initially planned, he decided to run away with Luisa. Then everything went wrong. Dad accused Rio of the crime of robbing the bank and sent him off to jail. However, Luisa wasn't deterred by what happened. She wouldn't be separated from her love and worked to help him escape jail. She was successful, but the two wouldn't be together as Brando's character had become an outlaw. So that was it. There isn't anything to suggest that the two of them had a real-life relationship with each other. All that existed between them was fiction. Honestly, with the performance the actress gave in the film and her on-screen chemistry with Marlon, it's easy to conclude that she and Brando shared something, but looks can be deceiving. Pina wasn't one of Brando's conquests. She couldn't have been. There are reports that claim that her sexual preferences were not in men. At least this was what Marlon Brando's secretary claimed in her book. She claimed it was because of heartbreak that the sexy actress died. Pina Pellicer was born as Josefina Yolanda Pellicer Lopez de Lergo on April 3, 1934, in Mexico City. Her father was a lawyer, but her uncle was a poet. The same creative blood that flowed from her uncle also flowed within her. From a young age, Pina knew she wanted to be a theatre actress and began working towards it. She attended the National Institute of Fine Arts, where she got exposed to acting and also spoken poetry. Pina's background in spoken poetry helped her get ready for the big stage, as it infused in her a quality that Latina actresses lacked. Rather than the melodramatic gestures that Latina actresses were known for, Pina had a calm and measured approach. Pina continued acting on stage and was lucky to have worked with some of the most prominent directors and actors of the time. Then, due to her determination to succeed, she got her breakout role in the play Anna Frank's Diary. Her performance was on another level. The audiences were thrilled by her beauty and superior acting skill. The star's performance was so great that Hollywood noticed her. Frank Rosenberg, a foremost film producer and studio exec, was among the audience that she enchanted with her performance. Frank decided that the film he was producing wouldn't be complete without Pina, so after the performance he approached her and informed her he wanted her to take part in One-Eyed Jack, which was the film he was producing. And so it began. The actress was now going to become an international star. Her influence would travel away from the shores of Mexico to Hollywood, which is the gateway to worldwide fame. The actress was excited and nervous to the point where she became hysteric, but this didn't affect her acting in the film. She gave a convincing performance which, unfortunately, the audience didn't see on time. Her co-star, Marlon Brando, was a hellraiser on the set of the film. He fought with the film's screenwriters Sam Peckinpah and Rod Serling, and the director Stanley Kubrick. Brando then became the director of the film and began to add new scenes to the film. In the end, the film got delayed by 3 years. By that time, Pina had gone to star in another film. Her second film, Macarena, which because of Marlon's ego became her first official film, was filmed in Mexico and directed by Roberto Gavaldon. The film was a movie adaptation of the novel that B. Traven wrote. Macarena was a sensation in Mexico, growing to have a cult following among fans. The film was about the meaning of life and death. The film was so brilliant that it got nominated for the Oscars. Turned out the sexy actress didn't need to leave home to get international fame. The actress's performance as the main character's wife was beyond amazing. Eventually One-Eyed Jack was released, and it was a flop in the United States but a hit in Europe. Pina stood out, and with her Macario performance she became a worldwide star, but sadly she wouldn't remain so for long. Her personal success in her first 2 films led her to Brian Gill. Gill immediately cast the actress in his film Regalia, which was based on the book Saint Regalia. Gill's adaptation of the movie would be the second adaptation of the book. After working with Gill, Roberto Gavaldon cast the actress in his film Autumn Days. Like the first time the beautiful actress and the director worked together, this movie was also an adaptation of a B. Traven novel. The actress then journeyed into TV, starting with the series The Fugitive, where she appeared in the episode Smokescreen. Also, she guest starred in the film The Alfred Hitchcock Hour in the episode The Life Work of Juan Diaz episode. However, despite her growing success in films and TV series, the actress wasn't satisfied. She yearned for the stage. It was where she got her first success, and she wanted to return to it. A biographer, Reynal Perez Vasquez, claimed it wasn't that the actress wanted to return to the stage and mix it with her acting career. He claimed the actress was ready to give up her film and TV acting career to devote herself totally to the theatre, a true passion. There is some merit in what Vasquez claimed. The actress was reportedly fragile, and while this helped her to be unique as an actress, it didn't do her any favours when it came to her nerves. Acting in films can come with a lot of pressure, and Hollywood comes with 4 times the pressure, so this pressure-filled environment could have been enough for her, and she decided just to quit and go for the stage. It didn't help that she worked with Brando for her first film. Brando's ego and antics caused an unnecessary delay in her first film, and it also made her work harder than she needed to. As we mentioned earlier, Brando used his enormous star power to get rid of core members of the film's production. He asked for additional scenes to be filmed, putting extra work on the cast. That kind of situation was enough to make the actress miss the things that gave her comfort. Pina had been training for the stage since she was a child. It was her comfort zone, but life has a way of not going according to plan. Pina was a decorated actress and the on-screen sweetheart of fans and critics alike. However, when she returned to the stage, her true passion, she didn't receive any praise. Her first play, which she took part in, came with vicious criticisms. Viewers and critics deemed the play Margaret Gautier as controversial. The play was an adaptation of an Alexandre Dumas novel, which had seen many stage adaptations. The story was about the doomed love of 2 lovers who couldn't be together because of society's perception of morality. The nature of the play, which saw a well-to-do man falling in love with a call girl, wasn't something the Mexican audience wanted to see. Delectable Pina wasn't about to give up because of the criticisms she faced. She doubled down and devoted herself to working as a theatre actress. But still the fame and acclaim she had as an actress in films and TV series just didn't come to her on stage. The criticisms got worse and lingered. The actress would soon be free of her criticisms. However, the stoppage criticisms came at a cost, a steep cost. She died. The actress in 1964, at the age of 30, locked herself in her apartment and overdosed on Valium and neobarbital. Before she died, she wrote a letter that she addressed to one of her friends and mailed the letter to him. Her friend got the letter thinking it was just another letter from Pina, but as he read the content, a cold shiver went down his spine. Pina wrote, "Dear Charlo, I know you will perfectly understand my fatigue. I no longer have the strength. Perhaps I would never have reached total disappointment. I believe in human beings. I believe all in those who love me. But I can't take it any more." Alarmed, the friend dashed down to Pina's apartment at Condesa in Mexico City. When the friend got there, he asked if they had seen Pina. The doorman revealed he hadn't seen the actress for 6 days. Immediately Pina's friend rushed to her door and knocked, but he didn't hear a response. Fearing the worst, the friend kicked the door down. Sadly, he was too late. Pina's body lay lifeless on the floor of her apartment. The actress was buried at Panteon Frances in Mexico City. No one knew why she ended her life, and everyone kept guessing. Her friend, the one that she wrote the letter to, believed it was because the actress wasn't appreciated despite her boundless talent. He said despite the fame the actress had and her international reputation and success, the Mexican movie industry treated her with levity. Perhaps it was of this alleged levity that she had a failed return to the stage and faced vicious criticisms. For Brando's secretary, the actress died because her relationship with the woman she loved ended. Even Pina's sister, Ava, didn't know why her sister took her life. Pina didn't write a letter to Ava to let her know what she wanted to do. This haunted Ava, as she knew her sister didn't enjoy the life she lived and wasn't truly happy. Ava revealed that Pina walked around with deep melancholy and knew her sister didn't have love. Ava revealed that though Pina's years were short, she was able to achieve a lot in the few years she was active as an actress. Ava, like the other Pina fans, believed her sister was a magnificent actress who had made her impact. Fans will forever wonder what happened to Pina. We would continue to wonder what made her tired and what disappointed her. These are the questions we would never get answers to. but we know that cinema would have been bland without Pina's addition to its history. Pina Pellicer was craving for love, but Marlon Brando couldn't give it to her. Why James Dean had to please Ursula Andress? Watch this video.